It is 19 minutes before the hour, 65 degrees in downtown Sylacauga. Tomorrow, the city of Sylacauga family and friends inviting you to be a part of Lucile Anderson Day dedication ceremony. And joining us this morning, Sylacauga Mayor Jim Heigl and one of the children of Lucile, Ronald Anderson. And gentlemen, good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Well, good morning, Jimmy Dale.
Good to have you with us today. And Ronald, let's begin with you. She had 3 sons, is that right?
Got 3 sons. I have an older brother, Julius, and a younger brother, Richard.
And you
one
live.
sister.
You live in Pensacola.
I live in Pensacola,
Okay.
Florida.
All right. Now we're going to talk about Lucile in just a minute. But Mayor Heigl, you had a close relationship with Lucile as well.
Well, I sure did over the years, working through City Hall. Lucile was involved with so much throughout our city. And God rest her soul. I mean, she's a beautiful person. Anybody who ever knew Lucile or had anything to do with her, their lives are a lot better today than they were. And she was always involved with the not the industrial, but the planning commission. She was a senior member of that, and I had the opportunity to reappoint her to that position. She was very good, and with that, she was highly educated in that field. Mm-hmm. And also, she worked, as you know, she was alumni of the school foundation, which is extremely important for our children, our education. And she was quite a fundraiser, for our turkey every year for the poor, to feeding the poor and everything else. And worked together to her, and we talked just 2 or 3 days a week.
Yeah.
We always had a lot in common.
Ronald, talk about your mom a little bit. What she meant to you?
Man, she meant a lot to me, and I think she meant a lot to everybody. I mean, she was a mother to everybody, so, and a friend. She never met a stranger. She invite you into the house and feed you whatever she wanted, and she always laughing. And then that's the thing about her. Me and her talked about two or three times a day. And she always laughed, and we always end the conversation with a joke or a laugh, and it made her day every day.
Did she have a nickname for the kids?
No, she used to just call us Ronald. Yeah.
You knew when she was calling you too.
Yeah, we knew that. That's one thing.
So your mom passed away, and you were actually on your way up here when that took place, right?
Yeah, actually, I was going to Talladega. I was getting to Talladega. I was going to come up here and surprise her, and we was going to plant the flowers and do the I called, and then she never answered. So, we had friends and going to go across there and see what was going on. But, yeah, we always going to surprise her that day, and come up here and take her to Home Depot, get her flowers and help her with the yard. Because she always talked to her, and she seen what I did, and I said, I don't go show by that, I want to sneak by that.
She loved the flowers.
Yeah, she loved the flowers, so she said, oh, these flowers getting expensive, they doing this yard. So I was going to sneak up there and help her out and go to Lowe's and Home Depot, get her some flowers. So she was very excited about that yard. She loved that yard.
So, when y'all were growing up, now which son were you? Where were you at in the 3 mix?
I was the third.
Okay.
I had an older brother, older sister, Mary, and then I was the third. So I was right there in the middle, I guess. So.
So what do you remember about growing up with your mom?
It was just a loving family. She was always there. I still remember when she pinned my Boy Scout pin on me, always in the school, PTA. She was always involved in everything we did. If baseball, she was right there, so she was always.
She didn't ever get tossed out of any game, did she?
No, not yet. No, she didn't get tossed. She'd just sit there and smile. I don't never seen her angry. Wow. She always smiled. She always knew what to say and how to say. You always could call and talk to her. If you had a problem, you could just call Mama.
Mama always had the answer.
Always had the answer. It always was good advice, and try this way, do it this way, and she'll just smooth it out like that. That's us.
Mayor, that's just a reflection of what you're talking
It
about.
was. She's a very religious lady. She loved her flowers. She was a part of the Sylacauga Beautification Council for many years. She also received the Ann Ellen Lane Award, and also the Citizen of the Year award, and she like she said, she never met a stranger, and she always had a smile on her face. I got a picture in my office now of her. You know that what a beautiful person she is. You know, and who it was. But like I said, she had quite an influence on a lot of people. That people, even when she worked at CBS, I've heard people that worked there. They had little issues. She had a way to work with them, and she really improved people's quality of life for them.
So we're going to honor her tomorrow.
Absolutely, at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. We've already planted the tree, and the family is providing a stone at the base of the tree, and we'll be there tomorrow morning at City Hall, right behind the flagpole, just where the little rise is at. And there's a beautiful, what they call a red blood Japanese maple that we planted in her honor. So we're looking forward to that, and like I say, she's such a beautiful citizen. And
everybody's welcome to come, right?
absolutely.
Yes.
Family, friends, everybody. I mean, even the public just want to come, you know. We'd love to have you come. But she's had such an influence on our city.
Yes.
She's sort of like somewhat of a cornerstone. She helped us build
You
what
know,
we have today.
we talked about this several times.
Yeah.
You don't replace people like Lucile.
You don't, but you live by what they left you, and you keep that memory going and keep moving forward.
Ronald, I know your mom, you talked about how important she was to you in your life. It's got to make you feel good to be able to be a part of this tomorrow.
Yes, it is. My wife, my grandkids, and everything else, they just loved her, you know. So we're gonna. It's a very special day.
So, if she gave you a piece of advice, you'd kind of go by that, wouldn't you?
Yes. Any advice she gave me is, it's like written in stone. It was, I knew it wasn't gonna be the wrong advice. It's gonna be the right advice. She'll tell you straight up how it is. You might not like it, but it's gonna be the right advice.
Right,
You gonna get. You might not like how she said it, but it's gonna be the right advice.
And she was, I knew her as a very pretty lady.
Yeah.
Always well kept, you know. And,
like a yard or a house,
Yeah,
everything.
everything.
She's a beautiful person.
Yeah.
She's very particular.
So we're going to be honoring Lucile tomorrow at 10 o'clock on the lawn of the Sylacauga Municipal Complex. And before we go this morning, I want to talk just a little bit about, Ronald, how Lucile made an impact on her family and also her community. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, me and her talking but basically she loved education. She loved seeing the kids do good at school, and she just not just her own kids, but the community. She was involved in that a lot, and whatever she could do to help push you in the right direction.
Did she ever put any pressure on you with your education?
Oh yeah, yeah. She always, she loved education. Her and my dad both, and then she'll be very proud. Both of them right now that they got kids just graduating college.
Yeah, wow.
And their grandkids. I know she was excited when I told her that I was 57, 56. I was going to college. And she was so excited.
I can imagine.
I said, just need my transcript. I get it for you, I get it for you. And she was so excited about that. So I told her I made a promise. I said, I'll go on finish and graduate college. But she had two grandsons graduate college, and she had a granddaughter graduate college, So she not just as nieces and nephews.
Proud,
She'll be at every graduation she could, just watch her walk across that stage.
Talk about the last time you talked with your mom.
The last time we talked about going to a graduation. Yeah, so she was excited by that. We was headed down to, my son was graduating out of Bethune-Cookman down in Daytona Beach, and she was talking about how she was already packed and ready to go. I said, why you pack so soon? She said, so I won't forget nothing. I said, ain't like we leaving the country. We still in the States. So she was so excited about going there, and that's basically the last thing we talked on that Sunday before the Monday.
What are you going to remember about your mama?
Everything, just her smile and her laugh. Like I said, we always ended the conversation with a laugh or a joke or something. I said, let me tell you this. And like I said, we talked two or three times a day. And we gave each other a break on Sunday, just in case, Saturday, Sunday. But we'll call her, so we say, I'm gonna call you so I won't forget Monday. so if she called on Saturday, Sunday, or I called her, she knew it was something we had to say to each other so we won't forget Monday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it was always a laugh, and it just in the first thing in the morning and in the evening. I talked to her that morning and I talked to her that evening. And like I said, there's a lot of, so there's a lot of time, oh, let me catch the mayor. I got to catch this. I said, they messing up my time.
Mayor, Ronald just echoes our thoughts from here in our community as well.
He does, such a beautiful person. I'm just so blessed that the things that she left for us, the memories and everything, it's hard to believe that she's gone. I felt like she was taken too early, but the Lord, she's in the Lord's hands. So.
Yeah. Do you remember any particular time that y'all spent together that just kind of stands out in your mind?
We rode around together looking at yards and businesses and everything else for beautification councils, and Linda Gaines, her cross the street neighbor, and a very beautiful person also that just loved the flowers and the beauty of the city and what we could do to make it more attractive for people coming through. We always wanted our city to look great.
And she was a Sylacauga person. She loved this town.
Absolutely. She loved it. It was in her heart. And like I said, her house was immaculate, and so was her yard. Every year, how hard she worked in that yard to keep things. And her husband was a wonderful individual as well, But what she's left us, we thank God for what she's left us.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to honor Lucile.
We're going to honor her tomorrow. And it's well deserves the best we can do for her.
10 o'clock tomorrow morning at City Hall. Be there if you possibly can on the lawn at Sylacauga Municipal Complex. Ronald, it's a pleasure to meet you and your family, and we wish you the very best, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow morning.
We will.
Mayor, always a pleasure to see you, sir.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
We got much more Daybreak coming up right after you watch this.